ready for this. Hold on.
Well, I'm not.
I need more show prep. I need more show. Oh, hey everybody.
Well, we're not actually going to start. We're just going to starting in a few minutes. See?
That's right. Well, I think what's really important for all of our fan to see is that
our 10 and 10 a fan.
Our tens and tens of fans. I mean, it's the behind the scenes stuff that really, it's like this, right? It's like a blooper reel, without it being a blooper reel. But they get this. They get this at the beginning of every show.
Yeah.
And I think that's very important.
I feel like starting the show now.
Let's start the show now, ladies and gentlemen, live from somewhere in North America. It's The Blast. Hey, we have a joiner.
Politics has joined us. Nice.
Patriot Politics. Who is that bikini-clad mystery woman?
Nice.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
How are you?
Good evening. Welcome. Welcome. Oh, we're starting. Sorry.
Yeah, but my other song won't go away. I'm having computer
technical difficulties.
I have something to say to Sierra in just a second, but I have to wait until we're.
No, right.
It can't wait.
It can't wait.
I absolutely love your haircut.
Well, thank you.
Not you Dorcas.
Damn it. Shoot. I thought I was finally getting a compliment.
Her.
Yeah.
Watch. Let me take this. Hold on. Let me get that off the black screen. Let me get off that screen. Right there, the Patriot doll. The Patriot Politics doll. You got your hair changed a couple of times this last week or so. It looks awesome.
Thank you.
You got
I just
your hair
had bangs added.
Got your hair did.
I did.
Got your hair did. I for one can't wait for all mine to fall out so I can stop messing with it.
It's not all it's cracked up to be.
That's an understatement.
Actually,
Absolutely
not
an understatement.
Not all of my hair has fallen out. Wait. See?
I was going to say you've got the best mullet in show business, my friend. Oh.
I was gonna post a picture on Facebook the other day, and I still might. Probably just have to wait for more furniture to show up. But out on our corner, there was like this rolling bin or something that said free, and then of course 2 days later, somebody's got his truck and he's strapping it down to his car. And then a couple of days after that, right up the street was like 2 or 3 pieces of furniture, and it all said free. And I drove by, and I'm like, oh shit, where's my camera? And so I stopped by, like 4 or 5 of the tire swings as I was going down the street, and I stopped and took a picture of one, and I'm like, this is how you know you truly live in a redneck area. People put furniture and shit out for free. Right?
No, that's it. That's exactly right. Hey, it's a TV. That's a tube TV. It's free.
Sierra, how'd your show go last night?
Last night was Tuesday. I didn't have a show.
Oh, Monday night.
But the one on Monday went pretty well.
Monday night. I try to always tune in now, and
well,
Monday.
If you're tuning in on Tuesdays, that
would be the problem.
Yeah.
There's a lot of dead air on Tuesday. What was going on? There wasn't a lot of conversation. It was quiet.
Just a lot of thinking to myself. Sometimes I just have an internal monologue.
That's funny you say that because that's the new show I'm working on. Just kind of a solo project. No offense to you guys, but it's just going to be me pondering things.
Nice. I don't know if this will work or not, but I'm going to try this. Go that way, it'll probably shut my computer off. If we shut the computer off, that's just going to be life. But see the YouTube behind us?
Absolutely.
So if I can eventually do this where I mirror, can I say that? Mirror my computer screen, it will as whoever's talking, see, there's Sierra back there
There
on
you
my
go.
screen.
Look at that.
Me.
Hi,
And there's-
me.
And there's Brett, and there's me.
Hey. Except we're all delayed.
Yeah, but not by much. See, look.
Well, think about it this way, too. I can say something really offensive, and people get to see it twice. So,
Okay, so let's go. Well,
first, how's everybody doing?
Movie. Watch. Wait. Watch. Wait. Here we go. It's a Japanese movie.
Oh, there you go. Is this a kung fu flick? That's awesome.
Well, no, like Godzilla, when they talk, but then the voices come out afterwards, and the mouth is going like this.
Absolutely. Bad syncing.
Yeah.
Nothing better than that. That's exactly what it is.
Okay, so I just saw me going like this, like from 30 seconds ago. So the way that it is now, and it might become too annoying, I might have to
There
go
you
over
go.
there.
Just jumping over it. That'll work. All right.
Just jump over it. But eventually I'll have it all set up. I was just thinking to myself, man, I really like what Steven Crowder does. Steven Crowder has his TV. He's got like an extra TV up on the side, and you can see the guests and stuff.
Right.
So I got Google Chromecast. Have you? Do you know what that is?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh no. Of course you're going to say yes. How about even if you don't? So Sierra, you don't know what Google Chromecast is?
No.
Okay. This is the
You're about
coolest
to find
thing.
out.
The coolest thing, I swear to you. Get a picture of it. Okay. All right. So let me get the camera. Hold on.
Wait a minute. Are we being paid for this advertisement?
No, I'm doing them a freebie right now.
I was going to say.
See, okay, Chromecast. See that little tiny thing,
Yeah.
right? It's a thumb drive, right?
Oh yeah. Okay.
And so the thumb drive, you put that in your TV.
Yep.
And then you go over to your computer and you go, okay, I want to download Chromecast. Boom, download. And now, whatever is on your computer
Yep.
shows up on your TV. So if you want to
That might
watch...
be dangerous for Brett. I don't think everybody would like all of his cat videos he watches.
Well, hey, come on now. There's cat fans out there.
I
That's just not nice. I love kitties.
hate cats.
Shut up, Jim.
Why?
Shut
Do
up.
you
Shut up,
you know
Jimmy.
that my wife... Wait, let me get that off me. My wife, Lisa, years ago, like a long time ago, there was this cat, and because she would never do this anymore. That's what I'm trying to say. It's this cat that wouldn't... And she picked it up and threw it over the freaking fence. And
Uh-oh.
it hit under the gutter. Yeah!
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yes.
No,
Maybe
Jim.
a few minutes. Sorry.
Jim, I disagree with you. I think the wiener dogs are great dogs. I love them, and I don't know why
Oh,
you hate them so much.
You
Shut
know?
up.
What?
I
What?
proudly wear my wieners.
Nice. No.
Ah,
All
Sierra
classy
caught
all
one.
the time.
man.
I know.
Hey,
I
wait
was
a minute.
classy
Wait a minute.
bunch.
I thought I was the only dick on the show.
Sierra caught what I was...
Ah,
Yeah.
hey, I'll be here all week, folks.
Ew.
Do you know how badly
Ow.
I wanted to call the show a couple weeks ago when it was just going to be the two girls. I forget if it was Amy and Sierra or Amy and Anna and me. Was it Anna with us, Amy?
Yeah, she came late. She was on
Yeah.
late with us.
I was going to announce the show as Two Chicks and a Dick, meaning that I'm just
Right,
such
of course, right.
such a dick. Like, I am not a nice
Please.
guy.
Is that one of those clever plays on words?
That's what I meant.
know,
There you go.
That's Jim.
All right.
I'm sorry I'm late. I'm sorry I'm
Oh,
late.
hey.
My sister heard her
Sure,
like
we
she
were on a lot of clips for something completely different.
And
Oh.
now
Yeah.
for something completely different.
No,
Yeah.
my sister hurt her meniscus and she couldn't walk today, so I had to go grocery shopping for her after I took
Why
the
do
dog
you
to the park.
insist on using those big words?
I know, huh?
It's part
Don't
of the
ask
back,
me-
Jim.
Yeah, don't ask me where, when, or how it works, but it means she can't walk.
I had my meniscus removed, so I'm good. Just had it taken out. I was tired of it.
Just,
It's
get
always,
rid of it.
always
So-
falling
Lump
apart
of
of it.
skin.
Did all of y'all catch my earlier post today where you guys are going to be psychoanalyzing me possibly if we have time for the event for the show?
You have no idea how ready I am for this.
Really?
No
Psychoanalyzing, yeah. I saw that post.
I
wasn't quite sure.
I did see that.
My college background is right. This is right up my alley, right here.
Lisa gets mad at me quite often about this issue, and it is an issue. I admit it. And so she says to me the other day, she says, "So have you called so and so yet?" No, where'd that come from out of left field? I haven't talked to them in about 6 or 8 months. Why would you bring it up? Well, because of you. Now I can't talk to so-and-so, like the wife. And
because of you, I can't make a phone call like an adult.
Right. And I'm like, and she goes, well, you need to go up there and you need to apologize and make friends. And I'm like, I literally, I don't talk to my sister, one of my brothers, one of my closest friends, and who else? Oh, and another really close friend who was on the show. So there's 4 people that I know of right off the bat without even having to think that we're all close, and then somebody does something to me and they're like paint on the wall. And I don't care. The thing about it is I don't even feel bad. I'm happy. I don't care. What the hell is what would it cause a person to?
Your wife's not gonna like me.
There's one song that came to mind. Who's the comedian? Who's the comedian? And I'm so sorry I'm drawing a blank on his name because I love him, but you're an asshole. Hey,
Dennis Leary. He's from right outside of where I live, man. He lives right up. He came from right outside where I live, man. Dennis Leary.
Dennis Leary. God damn it! I'm sorry I forgot that. He's one of my favorites.
He's an asshole for sure.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
All right, so Amy is 100% in my boat with the other oar, right?
Yeah.
You feel me on this, right?
Yeah, I could give a rat's ass if people ever talk to me again.
Thank you.
I'm kind of the same way, though. I really am. Jim, we're probably the wrong group of people because none of us care.
No.
Maybe Sierra will psychoanalyze all 3 of us.
Now, how about Sierra?
Well, actually, I got to tell you, she has just one thing to say. You guys are all old. And you guys are old, and you're old and grumpy.
We've had time to figure out that everyone's an asshole.
Right, you're old and grumpy. That's all I can figure.
No, I really don't. I don't care. There are people who I will make really good friends with, and they will not ever talk to them again. And 3 years later, I'll be like, oh hey, what's up? Like one of my closest friends in high school, we never talk or we never see each other anymore, and I don't care.
Right.
Well, did they do something wrong to you?
No, they just lived too far away. Well, actually, they live down the street from my boyfriend, and I'm always over at his house. So there's really absolutely no reason that I can't go be like, hey, girl, hey, and then leave. I just don't do it. I'm not a people person. The fewer people I have in my life, the better. And I'm already topped out with family. I've got 3-4 family members that live close to me, and I'm done.
Amen, girlfriend.
No, honestly, and it's funny too because it's do you miss so and so? I was like, I don't miss anybody really. I mean, it's if they're not around, I seem to manage.
Out of sight, out of mind. I've never suffered without the company of somebody else.
The only person that I miss that I haven't seen is my father. I honestly can't even say that I miss my mother being around. I wasn't that close to my mother. But other people in my life, oh, you're leaving work? Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it was great while it lasted,
It's like if my happiness is dependent on whether you're around, my happiness is misplaced. That's that's a total dick thing to say. I get it, but it's like if somebody calls up and can't, hey, I'm not going to make it tonight. I'm so sorry. Don't apologize. I'll figure something out.
Yeah.
I'm grown up. I can do that.
I'm so totally comfortable in my own skin as far as staying home alone and just having a day to myself. And some people are like, I need someone around all the time. And I'm like, oh, so past that, so beyond that point.
Like somebody will call and say, "Hey, I know we're supposed to have a movie." No, I don't care. Okay, you can't come. I'll just sit around in my underwear. I was going to do that anyway, but now I'll be more comfortable.
We're good.
Just eat a tub of ice cream and watch some chick flicks. I don't care.
Do you ever say web shows that way?
No.
Just kidding.
I'm actually not wearing pants right now.
That's probably more why Lisa's mad at you.
You know what?
By the way,
hey Jim, the viewership just jumped up by 1,000 dudes.
Yeah. Hey, check this out. So as you guys are helping me with my psychoanalytical problem or whatever in the hell it is, I was checking out Facebook and talking about psychological shit. The first thing that comes on my page is that right there. He's wearing sunglasses.
Oh.
And somebody posted, "Too cute. I want picture like that too." Well, so do me and Brett, but we can't take a picture of it.
No. Yeah, that would be really weird.
I think that would be a little bit of an issue.
The last time I was
wait a minute. Let me get this straight. You want a baby sucking on your nipple?
Well, that's what I was saying.
Is that what you're trying to say, Jim?
Bada boom, bada boom.
The last time I was in public nursing, it caused a lot of trouble. I just probably shouldn't have done it. I should have backed off.
You're trying to say that you guys have man boobs or middies or
exactly
boobs? What do they call them now? Moobs? Middies or moobs?
Exactly.
Sierra.
Oh, okay.
All right. So my psychoanalyze thing is over. We're good.
We're good. Yeah, no, Jim, you're fine. Your wife is just too nice. That's her problem.
Perfect.
So let's psychoanalyze Lisa real quick. Stop being so nice.
Wait, hold on here, Amy. What do you think of her hair? You like it?
Sierra's?
It's cute. Yeah.
Yeah, it's cute. Is it just up or is it cut?
Both.
No,
it's up in a little bun, like a pony. That's a pony. Yeah, I like it. Cute.
She put this new hair.
I believe the word is sassy. Isn't it sassy?
That's very sassy.
That's cute. Okay, so starting the show.
Just go ahead and get some
I have a new. Oh wait, you'll like this. How do you like that? You'll like this. You'll like this.
Starting the show 17 minutes.
Don't tell me what to do.
To start.
Look at this. In honor of Jade Helm Day today, day 1.
Hey, Jade Helm! Sweet.
Beginning of the end.
We are gonna do open mic night. I got all these topics just lined out, and we'll either talk about them or we won't.
Wait a minute, it's open mic night, but you have the topics? How does that work?
Well, we can talk about them or not. Open.
That's at he's open to telling you to shut up so we can talk about it.
I was gonna say, what are you, Obama all of a sudden? You can have your opinion on this, but I'm gonna veto you.
It's everything you guys want to talk about. What do you think of that? Jade Helm Day, day 1.
I love it. I love it.
Going, right?
Yeah.
Is that creative?
It is good. I like this.
Okay. So I was looking at the news. Here's 3 things that I know of right off the bat that I saw. The nuns, the freaking nuns are being forced to do the... Now, the story is not as... There's more to this.
The what?
All we know about the nuns, you guys have heard about that? The Sisters of Good Providence or whatever they are?
Yeah, the sound stuttered, so I didn't hear what you actually said.
Okay. So the nuns who help elderly people, none of which are going to need birth control, are being forced to offer birth control in their health benefits package, right? You guys have all heard about that, and then Obama sued them.
The Sisters of the Poor.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. So he sued them, and they took it to federal court and the appeals and stuff like that. Do you know why they lost? Now, I don't know if I'm going to side with the nuns on this one. I got to be honest. They made a provision. There's a provision made so the nuns do not have to offer contraception. A third party can. Now, am I right or wrong? Are they right or wrong? What do you guys think?
Well, that's interesting.
They said we don't want even to have our fingerprints close to it. So if you're telling us that a third party will offer our employees contraception, then that's as good as us offering it.
Well, yeah, isn't it? That's the same thing.
Well, listen, if the Budweiser rep comes into an
AA... for it? Do they have to pay anything towards it? Because that's what we have now.
Nope. I mean, nothing comes out of the little nut. What are they, Sarah? The little...
Yeah, but it's still listed as a benefit if you work there, whether they pay for it or if someone else is paying for it.
Right.
If you go and work there, it's still listed as a benefit under their name, so I can see why they don't.
But I think it's a third party.
Yeah, but still, it's a benefit of working there.
Right.
You can't just, that third party's not going to just offer it to anyone who's small off the street. You have to work there with them in order to get it from that third party. I mean, that's how I'm hearing you say it.
Well, let me ask the women on the women on the screen here. I mean, is birth control so hard to get and so expensive that it has to be? I mean, I really don't know. I mean, obviously, I've never gone and gotten the pill.
No.
You know, I mean, is it? It's not. In Oregon, they just passed a law or an amendment or whatever it was, but you no longer have to have a prescription to get birth control in Oregon.
Right, you can actually go to
the prescription. Most people only had to pay like $3 for a 60 or 90-day supply. It's not hard to get.
Well, Sarah, how much would it be without?
Are you actually getting ready to open your container of it? She is. I heard it.
Hey!
Okay, I'm on birth control. This is a transdermal patch. You put it over your skin. It stays there for a week. You get 3 in here. You take them off for the 4th week.
Does everything have to be trans, please?
Okay, in this case, it means across the skin. It means you put
Wait,
it
you're
on.
a dude?
Yes. That's why I'm pumping more estrogen into my system. Become a man, just like Jim. I'm sorry. That was a low blow. I apologize.
Oh, keep it up.
I don't.
Keep those coming.
Down low.
How much do you pay for that with your copay?
I paid. Well, if I go through my store, it's $100 a box. But if I go through Family Health Services, pharmacy, it's $60 a month.
Mm.
And it's not hard to get at all. I mean, I can afford to pay $60 a month for birth control, and I know there are a lot of people who can't. But in that case, don't have sex because you can't afford a baby, because no birth control is 100% accurate. And that's how we get people who are on welfare.
Patch. And that's the patch you're saying. So you wear it for 4 weeks?
3.
They have one patch for 3 weeks, and then you take it off when you're supposed to have your cycle, and then you start again the next month.
And there's one patch per box.
The pills, the 30-day pill supplies are like, I mean, I don't know where it is everywhere else, but here it's like $3 or $4 a month.
Yeah, I don't think so. I just can't remember to take the pills, so...
Who needs all that trouble of trying to remember to swallow a pill every day?
You know?
I have medications that I have to take, and I don't remember to take those. I'll go through 2 or 3 days without taking them and be like, oops. That's why I'm hormonal and crazy.
Oh, there you go. You know what, though? See, this is another reason why women have an excuse. It's not my fault. It's all these drugs.
Well, it's not...
I'm kidding.
Even if it was $60 a month, $60 a month is a lot less expensive than a child for life.
Oh.
They make it sound like they want like your signature in blood and your literally your arm and your leg to try to get birth control if your employer doesn't offer it to you.
You go to Planned Parenthood, you get it for free. I mean,
along with some baby livers, apparently.
Yeah.
You do realize that demographically speaking across, our culture is that, the importance of birth control, it's not for affluent Americans who have the ability to pay $60 a month. This is to keep the people who breed the most. Let's just call it what it is. The people that breed the most can't afford it in many instances.
But where the less affluent may thrive is exactly where the Planned Parenthood locations are.
Absolutely. It's big business for them.
They get it for free.
Yep, big business for them.
It's big business for them, but the people who act, the clients, actually go and get the birth control for free. They get condoms for free. Mm-hmm. They're insured. They built the insurance out of a lot of money for the abortions, the many abortions that they perform. They do not do pap smears, and that's a total load of bull crap. But anyways, that's another subject.
That's interesting, actually. I didn't know that.
What, that's where they are?
No, that they didn't do pap. They don't do pap smears?
No, they don't go. No,
isn't that a common basic procedure?
That's what they try to say that they do. They don't. They're an abortion factory. That's all it is.
Right.
Birth control and abortions.
Yeah, I don't think they have any doctors in their office.
No, they don't.
Well, their hook though to make this legal is that they were supposed to be giving mammograms.
Yeah.
And they don't give all these things so they can continue to get government funding to do what they do, which is abortions.
Yep.
Right.
Because we've seen the undercovers that say, no, we don't do mammograms here. What are you talking about? No. You go see a doctor for that. It's a load of crap. I mean, that aside, I'm just saying my whole point was that, like Brett said, people who can't afford $60 a month for a patch need to go to get the birth control pill. It's free at Planned Parenthood, and those are on every corner in low-income places.
Right.
They're all over. Well, since we're there, since we're starting on that, we'll talk about the choose to murder, because it's not choose. What is that? I have the right. The women have the right to choice. Is that what they want to call it? It's pro-abortion. Mm-hmm. It's not being pro-choice. It's not pro-choice. It's pro-abortion. It's pro-murder. The Planned Parenthood president of it, she makes on her tax reforms there in 2012 $523,000 a year. That's the CEO of the quote nonprofit.
That seems reasonable. I mean, if you're killing babies, I mean that's a hard job. It's not easy, you know.
Yeah.
Imagine the guilt. Imagine the guilt.
The executive.
I'm sure most of that is going towards psychological reparations, like paying for therapy.
Yeah.
Well,
exactly.
This $523,000 is her personal salary, and then the executive board. Let's see, PPFA's 12-member executive team tallied a combined $3.87 million, almost $4 million in salary in 2012.
Now, don't they get a bonus for 100 babies a day?
Maybe.
Sorry. I'm turning
if you kill 10 babies, the next one's free.
That's right. You get a punch card.
So I decided.
I hate that I can't read this. I hate that I can't read it.
I know.
I can so read it.
I don't know why I can't.
Well, you don't. I mean, you wrote it.
No, I know. I'm just saying I can't. All the words are fuzzy.
I'm going to read exactly what Amy said.
Go ahead and paraphrase yourself.
You munch that salad, you evil bitch, as you talk so casually about selling aborted fetus parts. Karma's a bitch, and so are you. These people at Planned Parenthood are evil personified.
That's how I feel.
I hate Planned Parenthood, but at the same time, and I would ask, both Amy and Sierra this question. I mean, do you? Obviously this is a very small cross section. It's two of you, but I mean, in your opinion, as a woman, I mean, I will never face a pregnancy. Jim will never face a pregnancy. So it's like I have resigned myself to this position on the whole topic. Is like I can think what I want to think and feel what I want to feel, but because I am not a woman, I honestly do not want to become part of this conversation because I think it's pretentious. And that's just my personal standpoint on it. I don't agree with abortion. However, I'm not going to tell you can't have one. And I guess so the thing is, if we live in a world where there's places like Planned Parenthood, and here's my question to both of you is, would you rather see a world where abortion was made illegal, where you could not legally go obtain one? Is that a better situation?
Honestly, no, because I think some people should just not be breeding.
I agree. That's my thing,
and that's going to sound so awful, but a lot of these people who are getting abortions, I don't want to see have children, because those children are going to end up like street thugs, or they're going to end up dead, or selling drugs to my kid.
Right.
Like, I'm pro-life for me. Like, if I got pregnant, I'm not stupid enough to engage in activities that could lead to an unwanted, at this time, pregnancy.
Right.
But if I were to get pregnant, I would keep it, obviously. But there are some people that I just don't want to see have children. And all of this, with this being gay, being transgender, not having kids that way, abortion, liberalism is going to fix itself in the next 100 years. There are going to be no liberals. They're just going to breed themselves out. So I feel like take care of itself.
You're absolutely right. The problem will solve itself. Just be patient, folks.
See, I was waiting for when Obama he pardoned those 49, as he called them. They're just crackheads.
All right. They're okay.
They're just crackheads. I was waiting. I haven't seen it yet, but I was waiting to see if he actually apologized to all of them, and then signs an executive order allowing felons to vote and prisoners to vote, because somehow they're going to have to replace all of their aborted voters because they're killing off all of their voters.
They're just going to make all the illegals legal to vote. So
that's how they're going to offset the numbers, is to get the illegals in and the felons.
If you think about it, you get free food, you get free health care. It's a Democrat's platform in prison. That's the ideal facility for Democrats. So I say we imprison all of them. They get all of the free stuff they want.
That's
Brett, to answer your question.
Yeah.
Personally, I don't usually talk about abortion because it's such a hot topic and people go absolutely frothing ape shit crazy on both sides of the aisle.
It's hard to have the right answer, Amy. It's hard to have the right answer.
There is no real right answer. That's the point. That's the thing. There's no black and white. I don't believe in abortion as birth control. I don't believe in third term, a late term or partial birth abortions. That to me is complete evil because you have a complete fetus. Obviously, in the first trimester, the baby cannot survive outside of the womb. It just can't. It can't. So if you aborted it at that point, if it meant your life, or if it meant if someone got gang raped by 5 crackheads down the thing, if my daughter got gang raped by 5 crackheads, do you think I would tell her no, absolutely not? Oh, hell no. If that was her choice, she would have my backing. I would hope to God she never had to do it again, and that she never chose to do it again. But that's between her and God. That's not between me to say that she is obligated because she got raped by 5 crackheads to keep this.
It should be in extremely rare situations like that, though. But there are people who are like, oh, I'm pregnant again, let's go have another abortion, and they're known at Planned Parenthood by their first name.
And that's the wrong turn that we took. We took the stigma out of it, we took the shame out of it, and it's like whatever, everything goes. Let me just tuck my dick like Bruce Jenner and be a woman. Go ahead, right.
I love what both of you just said there too, and that actually kind of if you think about it, the women in this world, let's just keep it to our culture in the United States, the women that are freely using this as a source of birth control, is like, if you really think about it, and I mean this is an unfortunate way to think about it, but if you do think about it this way, we don't want them to be mothers anyway, because think about it, it says so much about who they are that if we were to force them to go ahead and have these kids, and to Sierra's point a minute ago, what are we turning out at that point? I mean, what is the future of this great nation, or once great nation, whatever you want to call it right
now? But you don't. I can guarantee you, if they had to pay for them, pay the whatever $25,000 it takes to do a procedure, or whatever the cost is, they would have to stop. They would learn how to close their legs or use a condom. Nobody likes using a condom. They suck. But you know what? Too bad. I don't want to pay for your abortions. You have one. Someone can make one mistake in their life. They can make a mistake.
Not even ripped ones. You don't. Just kidding.
Hey, the boss.
Finally, Jim gets a word in, and that's what he has to say.
I know.
Finally, the ribbed ones. 4 words. 4.
Yeah.
That is fantastic.
I don't usually engage in it, especially on Facebook, because the fact is that a lot of people who they become as rabid as Muslim extremists, to be quite honest.
I do a lot of blocking.
Preaching that stuff. Yeah. I mean, you know what? First of all, I think men can have an opinion if it's their child, but like Brett said, you can't have it. There's no possible way for you to have this happen to you. And everyone can make a mistake. Condoms can break. Right. You can be stupid enough to believe the guy that he's going to pull out. You can just be that much in love. All this crap that happens. I mean, everyone's. It's fine to look back and judge everybody. Everyone can have a mistake, but when you start saying, oh, oops, a mistake again. Oops, a mistake with John. Oops, a mistake with Bob. Oops, a mistake with Brett. Oops, a mistake with Jim. No, you don't.
Nobody sleeps with me.
The second time is a choice. The first time is a mistake. Second time is a choice, and it's my choice not to pay for that.
Hysterectomy. While they're in there scraping you out, they should just
you can pay $25,000 for your abortion, or you can get sterilized. Sorry.
I like that. But see, here's the thing: is that
your choice. You can still choose, right? You still have the right to choose.
You see, as far as the four people sitting on the screen right now, it's like Jim and I think that he might agree with me. I think if we sat back and said, okay, all women 18 years and older of legal voting age in this country, you guys all powwow and get together and you decide. And I mean, I would say let women make the decision about what we're going to say is acceptable in this country and what is not acceptable. I get so upset. Whenever I see some guy on TV...
And the man shall lead the woman... No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I obviously don't know my Bible.
Well, you know what? I mean, Jim, you laugh about that, Jim, but you know what? And I'm not going to put this all off on men, but if men stopped being men... You know what I mean? I'm not everyone, but some men stopped being men.
When?
Are you serious?
It's not just that. It's not just that. But there's a whole culture now of men, males, because they're not really men, who just think it's cool to pull out their dick whenever they want and impregnate as many women as possible.
I'm doing it right now.
You know, right now underneath the table, right?
Okay.
You don't like that image, Sierra? Is that what you're saying?
This show is hot.
I did not wake up from a nap for this crap. Yes,
yeah. All right. So we're all in agreement that abortion is a personal issue, but there never seems to be a middle ground with anybody. It's like
it's an unavoidable topic.
And I think it should be put back into the state's hands. I don't think it should be a federal mandate. If the people in a state don't want that as part of their, state's rights or whatever, then you move to a state that does. You know what I mean? That's what people say. Yeah.
Abortion is not a human right, and so that's the next place liberals are going to go. Well, I have a right to abortion because my body, my choice. No, shut up. Just close your legs. How about that?
Yeah, I mean, and like I said, they took the shame out of it. But everyone says, oh well, it's not so easy just to pick up and move to another state. Really, was it so easy for? Okay, does the Donner Party come to mind? Okay, was it easy for them to cross the freaking mountains in a freaking covered wagon and end up having to eat each other because they were starving to death? Nothing was easy that was worth having.
I still say Donner Party best barbecue ever. It was.
You know what I'm saying? It was freeze dried. Oh, I shouldn't joke about that. It's awful. Here, I don't even know if they teach that anymore. Donner Party, they would go on over the mountain. They got lost. They got starving to death. They had to eat each other. Nothing is easy. Nothing's easy. They say you can't. Oh, it's just not that easy. Well, really? Okay. Tell our ancestors that who friggin' fought for this country and built this country. Tell Lewis and Clark that. Tell the freaking people at the Alamo that. Just it's a crock of shit. Sorry. Hi.
Well, no, and I can't even talk because that was perfect.
No, it's good. Hey, Jim, I wanted to ask you something, Jim. You had this big announcement of this new.
We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there, but let's get to.
Well, let's jump right into this one then. Well, there you go.
Speaking of keeping your legs closed.
Do you guys
this is a great deterrent.
I just heard about this.
This was all over the freaking neighborhood.
What you did all week last week?
Yeah, I told you that I live in the redneck place where there's free furniture out on the streets, but a little further in town they have free friendship.
Oh, Portland's a friendly town. I'll tell you that.
Portland weird. Now, some of the people were upset because they were like, you know what? That's not cool because little kids see that. Or maybe Amy said that. Was that you who said that? Somebody said that.
No. But you're right. It's not cool.
Yeah. So Dangling, sex toys dangling from the power lines in what experts on the scene have been calling the best Twitter fodder imaginable. Blah, blah, blah. The masturbation aids appeared to have been strung together in pairs, unsurprisingly, according to the department spokesman. Yeah.
Do you know how expensive those are? Why would you do that? Say. Why don't you just tie them together and fling them? They're not like shoes. You can't go get another pair for $10 at the famous footwear. It takes time to get those.
It must have been a blowout sale. It must have been a blowout sale.
Well, no,
you guys.
A blowout sale.
Oh.
What do they cost anyway, Sierra?
I have no idea. I wouldn't know.
She wouldn't know.
Well, see, those are expensive. My last one cost.
I had to have someone explain what it was. I don't know what it is.
You know, up next to the Tag It, right next to my house here. I said Tag It. I said that up there. Tag It. They just opened a new Payless Dong store, so it's right. It's
well,
it's
there
a lot
you go.
like
now you know where they got it.
$10 shoes, $10 dildos. It's just
Portland.
That's well, yeah, right, exactly.
Freaking Portland. I live there. Brett, you don't.
Oh, I live blocks away.
Okay, so we did this story. This is a follow-up on last week. There was a little more to this. Hillary. Well, here's the story. So then somebody notices the word white on his arm. So immediately Hillary's campaign takes the picture down off Twitter. Well, it turns out it says white trash.
That's better.
Here's the story behind it, though. Brown, that's the guy's name, told BuzzFeed that he got the tattoo 4 years ago after falling into a coma for 6 weeks and losing both of his legs as a result of a battle with pneumonia. That tattoo was meant to show the world how he felt after leaving the hospital. Now, personally, you feel like white trash after you leave the hospital? Because I don't know. That's kind of weird.
You might feel like those things separately.
Yeah, I mean,
you put those two words together and there's a stigma.
Yeah, I don't understand what his thought process was, but he says, I got out and I saw my body totally messed up. So you feel like white trash? He said he happened to be at the New Hampshire ice cream parlor as Clinton held the mini campaign stop. I was just standing in line and turned around, he said. She started talking to me. Clinton's campaign at the time told BuzzFeed that the man approached her and asked to shake her hand. Who knows? Who cares? So now she's denying that she would have actually shook somebody's hand on purpose unless they asked. I don't know. She's such a weirdo. She scares me.
What? She scares the hell out of me.
I mean, looking at her.
If I turned around and saw that, I would have thought it was like a jump scare out of a movie. I was like, am I being punked right now?
Yeah.
And then I would have promptly left because I would have had some words for her.
By the way, something ironic about that to me is that, because that became an issue, the fact that she shook this guy's hand, right?
Yeah.
As the president of the United States, you're supposed to represent all of the people in our country. Right. And I mean, unfortunately, freedom is probably, you shouldn't, I mean, she shouldn't have come out and, I'm sorry I did it. No, you can't be sorry you did it because you're supposed to speak for the people.
As much of a hard time as I've been having lately with Ted Cruz, I believe that Ted Cruz would actually shake that guy's hand and be proud that he did because of what you just said.
But I think you have to be a representative of the people. And, what we've got in office right now, and I hate to even call him a president, he's not. He's an agenda-driven politician.
But what I would love to see, honest to God, this would be awesome. I would love to see Sierra and Amy turn around and have her to shake the hand and have a video on that. I mean, seriously, you guys would blow her the freaking up. No, I know.
Yeah.
You guys would blow her up verbally.
Someone said something to me about, if Hillary Clinton came over and gave you, I said, no. She wouldn't come over and give me anything because I would have spit on her long before she got near me. Well, you wouldn't just sit down. No, I would not. Well, yeah. What if she said she'll bring you somewhere for free? No. I don't know. It's just me. Maybe it's just me, but
No, it's you and
think
Sierra.
someone's a traitor, I'm not going to go and have a beer with them, or I'm not going to go and have a chat with them. I could care less what she has to say, because she's a traitorous piece of shit. But go ahead.
Everything she says
I'm just in this kind of mood today.
Anyway.
Of course it
is.
It's
a load of crap. I think, if anything, I said she's actually more evil than Bill and Obama combined.
I agree.
She's just evil.
She's a prodigy.
She's Bill Clinton's Valerie Jarrett. She really is,
Yeah.
except less.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly. And she was when he was president.
Mm-hmm. The only positive thing about this is that hot Iranian chick would move in.
No. Anthony Weiner's wife.
Yeah, that one.
Uma.
All right. So speaking of
great.
Liz,
So we have one Iranian to another one who's
right.
We got
a midget Iranian and going to a. She's kind of bad. I don't even remember
one that looks like a rat to one that looks like a minx.
Speaking of libs, what's to say?
No, I've got one coming up, and I just thought this was interesting. Jim Webb, I mentioned him last week. Let's see, look at his comment. His comment on national TV. I think he's trying to find those blue dog type Democrats. That's not
the JFK type Democrats. Yeah.
Right.
They're the more middle of the ground. They are the center that everybody is vying for in this election.
Yeah, everybody keeps saying that Hillary is moving to the left of Bernie Sanders in order to get the base, but
is that possible?
I think that the base is more. I think this guy's a smarter guy.
He's manipulating smarter, and I'll give you that. But the thing is, it's all about a game. It's all about who's in the lead at that last step across the finish line and breaking the ribbon. And basically what it comes down to is who's going to bullshit America the best. Come November of next year. It's unbelievable to me that people don't see through this. And I would say this though, that I would assume that there's lots of Democrats out there that lean not to the left, but they lean towards maybe the middle. And I think there's a lot of Republicans out there that kind of lean towards the middle. And, I think I'm somewhat, I guess you'd have to call me liberal on certain topics, and I think I'm very conservative on others. But that's because I choose to, as an American, examine what's in front of me. And how many people do that anymore? They just watch the sound bites on TV. And, how many people right now in America are leaning towards Hillary, and that's their gal, because of one reason? And what's that reason?
Her vagina.
Her vagina. Exactly. It's which time we had a woman president. Why her? It's like, gee.
Right?
I'm all for a woman president, but not her. Shoot.
Any other woman.
I'd take Caitlyn over her. Oh, it's the first time I've ever said his name. Oh.
I've never said you weren't going to say his name.
And I did. Oh,
all right.
Put $1 in the swear jar, Brett.
I broke my Bruce wall. Oh,
all right. So
no.
I wasn't going to go
neither one of you even saw my thread about the Bruce Jenner thing.
What?
No. What?
Oh, I have a nice long thread going on Facebook. Sarah, we're not friends, so you could. I think you can still view it.
Friends.
No, on Facebook we're not friends on Facebook, but on the thread about Caitlyn, about Bruce Jenner.
Did she not? No, let's go back to the psychoanalytical bullshit now, because I'm concerned about both of you guys.
Your lack of friendship. What is it?
Yeah.
It's just we've never sent each other friend requests.
Yeah.
Wow.
Unlike men who need to feel validated.
Brett,
we don't need to feel validated.
Brett.
Oh, it's just a cat fight going on.
No, I see most of her comments.
This is fabulous.
Oh, did you see that? Did you hear that? I've seen most of her comments.
I know on your guys' stuff, especially Jim's, and I've seen her comments on the blast, so I just assumed we were friends.
Oh.
So I never took the initiative to actually find out.
All right.
I have 1,500 friends. Okay, I can't keep up with everybody and their mother.
Yeah. But do you know that Amy knew that you're not friends because she's been harboring this?
Oh, she has.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's what it is. She's every night. Amy lays in bed and goes, Oh, that bitch. Oh, never will I friend her.
And I'm sitting here with the paddle going.
You found me out. That's what it is.
Stirring the pot.
I don't send out friend requests. I haven't for many years because every time I'm not going to say every time I did. If if I saw someone who was like-minded or whatever, and I'd send out a request, some of those people would end up saying, well, you do too many politics, so they'd unfriend me, and I'm like, okay, well,
let me save you the time.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, so if people like my stuff, they want to be my friend. More power to them, and I'll accept.
Jim,
but
right. Jim, Jim, you and I talk for a second. Can we have a breakthrough moment with our co-hosts? Would one of you two please
reach out,
send a friend, send a friend request to the other.
I sent you a friend request.
One of you
3 times now, and you've
where's the? Hold on, I just wanted to.
Which one did you send it to, Sierra?
I can't get it.
I have 3 pages. So.
Oh, I wish I had this ready because it would have been so good to. Everybody's happy. All right.
There was no malice intended on either of our part that we didn't send friend requests earlier.
And you know what? Quite frankly, I'm surprised at you men that this is such a big issue to you. Like,
we're sensitive that way.
Absolutely, we care.
There you are. Okay.
We're the new American male. We're educated, we're aware, and we understand that.
And what we can't see is that they're wearing skinny jeans.
How did you? What?
That affects your mental.
Oh crap! Is it angling down?
That hurts.
I was gonna say, Jim, be careful. That might fall out.
These things are killing me.
Yeah.
You'll be happy to know that Sierra and I are now friends on Facebook.
Right.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, I know. Yay!
There you go.
She's planning on unfriending me right after the show.
Oh, I know, right?
There you go. All right, so moving on.
No, you might unfriend me long before. No.
Moving on to the lib, to follow up to the lib, which people are trying to say he's a plant or whatever, and this is on, I think I pulled this off the, what do they call it, the White Wig Society thing?
The Powdered Wig Society?
Yeah.
Powdered Wig.
I spend too much time on the internet.
Well, if all of these people, everybody, 40% of the people, whatever, everybody hates Donald Trump, then how is there? See, there's 12,000 people I highlighted on this one particular one. 93% out of 12,000 just on that one particular poll would vote for him. I think that I'm not saying he'd be the best candidate because he wouldn't be the best candidate for sure, but I think that both sides are scared shitless of him.
I talked about that on my show Monday night, that if both the Republicans and the Democrats are attacking you for what you're talking about, you're clearly talking about the right things. And it shows that they're both on the same side. Mm-hmm. And which is scary because people like to think, oh, I'm Republican, that means I'm better than a Democrat. Oh, I'm a Democrat, that means I'm better than Republicans. But if they're both bagging on you for telling the truth about immigration, that's when we have to stop and question not Donald Trump for his position, but both the Republicans and the Democrats for their positions on the same issue.
Yeah, amen. Hey, Brett?
Yeah.
Brett?
Oh,
You're missing the cue every time, Brett. For the love of God, man, will you keep it together?
Can we get a new sound guy? Because this one is just...
Yeah. That's
now we have crickets playing. I have just tagged all 3 of you on my Bruce Jenner post, and you have to look at some of the pictures and some of the comments. But go ahead after the show.
All right, we'll do that. So
I can multitask.
So being like Bruce Jenner and the marriage thing and all of that, I just thought this is just a really quick thing. I am not giving Putin props like a lot of the conservatives had been doing this last year, or somebody was doing, and it may have been infiltrators from Russia or whatever into our web systems from what I've heard they've been doing. So no, I'm not giving him props, but a communist country versus the USA on a subject like this, Russia unveils a beautiful straight pride flag to celebrate traditional marriage. Who would have thought that a freaking communist country would be leading a Christian nation over something like this?
It's actually kind of interesting. Listen, now this is coming from me. I think this, and you all, Amy, you especially,
coming from the liberal part of you or the conservative part, because you said you have both.
Russia has a strange fear of homosexuality, and I think it's. Listen, now let me say this. This, what you're showing me, I like this. But if we did this here as straight Americans, we would be considered what?
Homophobes.
Haters. We hate. We're evil. We're awful. We don't get it. We don't understand. We don't listen, and we don't understand the plight of the gay community. We just don't get it. And it's like they've made a law that says, you cannot have homosexual propaganda. It's like, I think that's going too far because, again, what they've done is they've made it illegal to have free speech. I think everybody here who wants to yell and type and complain and whine and change their Facebook to the rainbow colors, okay, I don't like it. It's not my thing. But we can do that here. They can't do that. So even though they're backing the straight pride, which I get, ironically enough, we can't back straight pride here. We can't do it here.
I'm all for the whole straight pride thing, but I think it goes a little far in America sometimes when we try to support homosexuality and such. But then you have like Iraq and Iran and these Muslim countries who literally celebrated the SCOTUS decision by throwing gay people off of rooftops. Mm-hmm. So I mean,
but obviously we have to recognize that's their culture. That's their culture.
We have to recognize that there is a problem, and whether or not we support homosexuality or being gay or transgender, they don't deserve to die over it. Mm-hmm. And I think that's I've seen a lot of posts from gay and transgender friends of mine saying that, oh, America, we're just one vote away from having this, and that's not true because we're humans. We live in a first world country. Now, Africa is just like this. They said that they're very Christian continent, the whole damn thing, but especially Kenya. And they said that if Obama comes over for his vacation and starts preaching pro-abortion, pro-gay rights stuff, they're going to tell him to shut up and go home.
It's more
so
than
we're
that.
Literally being beat by Africa.
Did you hear what they're actually? Did you hear what they're actually going to do? This little group of about 5,000 people.
That's not a little group.
They're going to greet him outside of the airport, men and women, naked, with signs saying, "This is what a man looks like, and this is what a woman looks like. There's a difference." Did you know that? I'm being honest.
I did not know that, but that's
funny. But like when you bring stuff like that to the uber liberals and the progressive left, it's that's their culture. That's their culture.
Oh yeah.
Right.
No, America, we're the only people who can ever do anything wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole thing about talking about killing gays and hanging them, all this, same thing with the black. It's like people just need to get a clue. I don't wish any malice on anyone.
There's a difference between not supporting something and wishing death on people.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
I'm not pro-abortion, but that doesn't mean I want it to be illegal. I want people to go back to back alley abortions and coat hangers. No.
I know. There's no separation between the two. It's ridiculous. It's black or white. I said that to a black dude today, and no pun intended, but it's either black or white with most of these people, and he laughed. Because there is gray. I mean, some topics, military support, defense of the United States, abiding by the Constitution. There is no middle ground. It's black or white. You either do it or you don't. But something like abortion, something like homosexuality,
usually it's social issues, very personal social issues.
Yep.
You notice how many? Never mind. I shouldn't even do this.
Well, you can't start a sentence and do that, especially when you have women on the panel.
You notice how many?
I know, really. Guys don't get it.
How many I'm gonna get in trouble. How many black?
How many what?
Conservatives are coming out on Facebook lately. There's like all of a sudden.
I've got a slew on my friends list. Slew of them.
So several of them have little podcasts and webcasts and not counting Wayne Dupree because he's in a different category than the rest of these. He's already established and he's real. All the rest of them are like
fairy tale people.
Well, no, they're new and they're like all of a sudden they're like sensationalized to be like wanting to. So I've approached probably all of them about being a guest on the show. Can't get frickin' one of them. Only one of them responded with like, yeah, you know, kind of what. None of them. What is it? Because we're white? I mean, I hate to say it's like, wait a minute.
No, but they have their own show, so you're better off trying to find someone who has a.
No, I'm talking about just people who are making their own YouTube videos.
But that's what I'm saying. They have their own thing. So find someone who has those type of opinions who doesn't already have a show.
You know, quite frankly, I'm impressed that Jim got either of you two to come on, because you guys already had your own things, and you still do have your own things going on. And it's like we have this little pathetic little thing we do on the web every week, and we're like, our tens of fans, and we make fun of it. But I mean, Jim and I both believe in this. I especially believe in Jim's vision of it, and the fact that you guys are here, I really appreciate. But I mean, boy, we go out and try to solicit. I mean,
okay, so now
I tried to bring a couple people on. It's like,
okay, I'm just saying that for whatever reason I don't know. So you wanted to know.
Is it because we're white? Is that what you said?
I don't know. I'm asking. I don't know.
It's probably not because we're white. It's because they're busy.
Oh. Okay. Well, see, I don't know. I'm just asking because that's what I do. I'm always. That's why I can't keep friends.
That's why Jim doesn't have friends.
That's why he can't have friends.
You don't want to be friends with me? Is it because I'm white? I mean.
Yeah. Lisa always says to me that, well, not always says, but like this morning when this issue came up, was that if somebody can't do something for me, then I really don't have. If they can do something for me or whatever, then I have time for them. But if not, I really don't have time for them. I said, that's not true.
Yeah, look at Brett.
Really?
You're friends with him, and he's basically a charity case.
Yeah.
You know what? I would get upset if it weren't so damn true.
Who are you kidding? If she wasn't so damn cute, you would be upset.
Yeah. Hey, Amy, I've been hot for you since day one, lady.
Oh yeah.
I'm just saying.
Hot as chili peppers.
I'm not staying tuned for the after show.
I know, right? Oh, that's where it gets good. Seriously. Oh, tune to our other channel, because that's where.
That's where you can request position.
Live streaming.
Yeah. All right. So I think that this will be a very unique situation because this person is actually more conservative than even Amy, if you can believe that. So she will fit right in with all of you. And in a very unique situation. I don't know of anybody who is father and daughter doing a show together. So that is my oldest daughter, Crystal. And
she clearly got her looks from her mother.
She did. She lives on the big island of Hawaii. And she will be joining us, I believe, next week. They just built a house, and so the internet gets hooked up today. But see, time-wise, so when it's 7 o'clock my time, it's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon her time. Whereas where it's 7 o'clock, it's 10 p.m. Amy's time. It's just crazy. It's going,
That many more hours from you to 3 hours difference?
He's
between...
3 hours behind me, and you're 3 hours in front.
3 hours, really?
Yep.
I didn't think it was that.
Yeah. So she will. That is who is going to be joining.
She's crazy enough to try and join us.
Yeah. She wants to.
It's going to be an estrogen fest. Brett's going to be like, I can't do this anymore.
But see, then I can't.
Too many women.
I can't say some of the stuff that I want to say.
You know what I'm going to do, though? Let me say this real quick. To the estrogen comment, I'm just going to have, I've got dual screens here, so I'm just going to have porn playing on the other screen. So we'll be good.
She does take things.
Yeah, right. I'll make it through.
Well, she'll take things more. She's a much stronger Christian person than I am, so she is really, yeah.
Sierra's face.
Yeah, no, she is, but she's like both of you guys in that she will just blast it right now. Not Christianity, but conservative. How do you say that word?
Conservative. I can't say it either. That's fine. That's a tough word. I think that's more than 2 syllables. So
she's awesome. She's passionate. She's smart. She's awesome. She's a good mom, and yeah. So that's who I was talking about.
By the way, you see the vision for Jim's show. Eventually, I'm gone. It's going to be Jim and his harem.
All attractive women. Jim's harem.
Exactly, Jim and his harem.
Yeah.
What was that?
I don't know. You left and came back.
I left.
Back.
There you go. Now you're back. All right.
Yeah. I'm back.
Well, Brad, if you pull a Caitlin, you might be able to stay.
Oh, you know what? I didn't think about that. You know what? And apparently that's completely the norm these days. So
now there's all these jokes and stuff that you guys will still be able to tell, but I won't. So when she comes on, then I have to.
Gong. Wasn't there supposed to be a dong instead of a gong?
Well, here's the dong. The dong sound like. I don't know what that sounds like. Hey, oh my God.
Speaking of religion, okay, I kind of posted something that might not have been the nicest thing, but I think it was accurate. So the Baptist. Did you guys see this story? Now you could just chalk it up only as being Florida, but this woman joined this church about 6 months ago. This Baptist church, and apparently you're supposed to pay a $50 fee every month to be a part of it. You have to pay membership fees. You pay all of that. Well, if you're getting tax exempt status, then you can't charge people fees. That's what the tithe is for. It's what do you call it? Voluntary. So anyways, they sent her a bill saying if you want to be a part of the church, you owe us $1,000 that you haven't paid over the last 6 months, and we'll set you up with a payment plan. She went to ABC News. She's like, what? So she set up this Facebook page and put the letters. They sent her a letter, and it went to their Facebook page right there, Mount Moriah Primitive Baptist Church. And maybe I was too harsh. I don't know. Can you read that?
Not just Baptists, Catholics do it too.
They
and
charge
that's all disclosed ahead of time. If you want to go to the school or whatever.
No, that's the school, but not just to go to church. There's a fee to go to school. They do send you the little envelopes. You get them in the mail. Yeah, so I said, I've never been to a Baptist church before, and I haven't. I've only seen their actions, Westboro Baptist and now this Baptist church. So I'm just curious, do you guys have to be retarded to join a Baptist church, or do you get that way over time? So I don't know what their response has been yet because I've never gone back to look, but that was my first.
You go back to look?
Huh? No, not at all. But I'm going to. But that was the first thought out of my head was, do you have to be retarded to join, or is that? I mean, do you get that way?
No, but the thing is, I hear what you're saying. You shouldn't shame anyone into giving. But usually, when you join a church like that, especially I don't know the older churches or what, but that's all disclosed up front. If you want to be a member of the church, they expect X, Y, and Z from you.
I've never heard of such a thing. I haven't. I've gone to Foursquare Church for 35, 40 years, and none of them have ever done that. And when at our
What's
Catholic
a Foursquare
parish,
church?
Foursquare denominational. It's not what they call non-denominational, open Bible, Holy Roller type church.
Okay. Yeah, it's not one of the older ones. Not like the Catholic Church.
No, but I grew up as a Catholic, and I went to Catholic school, and we had to, pay because it's a private school.
No, I don't mean pay tuition. If you want to go to the schools around here that are Catholic, like Catholic schools, private Catholic schools, you have to pay the church every week on Sunday. That's one of the requirements. So if your kid's going to that school, you have to pay every week on Sunday.
So
above and beyond tuition. I'm not talking about tuition.
So to be fair, I should probably get on a couple of Catholic Facebook pages and ask them if you have to be retarded to be a Catholic, or do you just get that way? I mean, to be fair. Just kidding.
Well, where did that come from? Because you've never heard of that before, or?
I've never heard of such a thing. Now, maybe it's because when we went to the Catholic Church, I was too young. I was in grade school right up till 7th grade that I don't pay the bills. I don't know.
Yeah, but you wouldn't even have known if your mother or father paid it.
Yeah, I'm going to ask my mom.
Are they alive?
My mom is. I'm going to ask her.
Ask her. Yeah, ask her.
My dad's side of the family, if you type in, are you at the internet?
Mm-hmm.
Type in the words Kaufer, K-A-U-F-E-R, religious supplies.
Yep.
Seattle, Spokane, San Francisco. They just partner with somebody in San Francisco. So if you're a priest in Chicago, you probably call the Kaufers and buy your incense. It's all homemade incense. They do the carvings. They do all that stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got.
Well, that was your father's business?
Not my dad was kind of excommunicated from the family when we decided to go to a non-Catholic church. All right, so here's one of my pet peeves. Here she is. She's back. The Patriot Politics is back. There she is. There she is. So
I'm back.
We were just talking about the Catholic Church also charging, and I didn't realize that they did. So I've got this pet peeve where what was my pet peeve, you guys? I forget what it was.
Into shaming them now, was it?
Yeah, so I'm into shaming these people now. So watch this. So now what I'm doing is clickbait headlines. My God, I hate clickbait headlines. So now what I'm doing I should get a hobby instead of doing this shit. This story, okay, so whoever it is, the modern American Revolution via the
You're supposed to give me a headache. I can't say nothing.
Sorry, let me make that smaller.
When you first put it's still the same. The words are all blurry on my screen.
Really?
When you first click on it, everything is clear, and then all of a sudden it shifts and everything goes blurry.
Is it blurry for you, Sierra?
It is, but then it gets better.
Hey, Now hold on here. I'd like to say Charlie Rangel, Tea Party, is the same group of white crackers who fought civil rights. In an interview with Daily Beast. What's that?
I'm the only one
that's because I pay for that high-speed internet.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's bigger or smaller. So make it bigger if everyone else can see it, because it's either way it's blurry for me.
You're dragging it off the screen in my world, though. You're dragging it the wrong way. There you go. Now I can read the whole thing.
So,
good story. We covered this on the webcast.
So here's what I'm doing to these people now. I'm always going like, yeah, that was a good story. We covered that on the blast when it came out a couple years ago.
Yep.
Or 3 months ago or 6 months ago.
Right.
Like one of them, this one, Dom the Conservative, I said, oh, was that the video? I said, I can't open it on my phone right now. Is that the video that Steven Crowder did 6 months ago about, remember the gay bakery that he did? Because, yep, that's the one. I'm like, if you're not going to put out anything that's fairly new, somewhat new, then I'm just going to start shaming you. Because stop copying shit that's years old and then acting like it's brand new. Recycling stuff. Am I wrong?
Well, I think recycling is good if it's becoming relevant again. But I think you should also say, hey, look at this video from forever ago, okay? It's relevant now. Instead of making it seem like, you know, whomever this person is or whatever they did just happened.
Good point. No, that's excellent. Because
they don't put the original date on it. They'll always post it as like it's brand new, and it's not brand new.
And then you look at the YouTube video, it says October 5th, 2009, and you're like, well, shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait a minute. Are you saying this guy's been a racist for like years?
Well,
hey, it's clear. Don't do anything, Jim. It's clear right now. Don't. Whatever you do.
First of all,
I can read it.
White people do not experience racism. Okay, they can only experience prejudice. So I need you to be okay with this. I need you to understand this.
Right. I'm sorry. Sure. You're right. You're absolutely right.
Thank you for educating us and making sure that we know the path.
Because we have the power.
No, she's right, though. She is. She's right.
But we have the power.
Well, we know she's right. She's certainly not left.
So,
you really need that audio of the rim shot.
It's clear. Don't move it, Jim. It's clear.
Right now?
It's clear.
It's not even up.
Yes. Oregon.
That's drum roll, Brett. There we go.
Oregon will be.
Oregon.
I have a fully working soundboard.
Oregon's being froze is when he chops it off. It's Oregon, right?
Hey, by the way, as I told Jim, I like toast. Love toast.
Right, but
who doesn't love toast?
Says the article, the New
toast
Yorker.
Is healthy.
Well, the New Yorker came out with this massive big story, like 2 days ago. The FEMA director says that everything west of I-5 will be toast, including. This is why I need to get a new co-host, including Salem. Brett?
I'm sorry, what?
Including Salem.
I'm sorry,
the earth is shaking. The earth is moving. Oh, that's just the porn he's watching. Sorry. I meant.
Hold on, I've almost finished.
I'm wiping your mouth.
Oh, did I?
Where's that
dong? I've been doing yoga.
To
put the puzzle pieces together.
No. Brett,
blowing Yoda? Is that what you said? Blowing Yoda? What?
No, I said blowing Yoda.
I know what you said.
By the way, that's not a thing, but that needs to be a thing. Blowing Yoda. That has to be a song, a Weird Al song or something. It needs to be.
I know that would be actually awesome.
The Blast team could put together some sort of like rap, Blowing Yoda. No. Okay.
Maybe we'd have to have someone creating.
That would have been the perfect time for the crickets.
Oh, yeah. Damn it! I gotta.
See, you suck. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to suck.
You know what? I'm gonna.
Yeah, pun intended.
Let's not bring that up again. Oh my word.
Okay.
All right then. Okay.
So you can't read that now, can you, Amy?
I can read that perfectly now. Is it
now?
blurry?
Let me ask you. Well, let me ask you this. Isn't that really tiny on your guys' screen right now?
No.
No.
It's big?
It's right in the middle, but I can read it. I have a question for Kareem. You were offended that the young woman said what she said because you are a Muslim. My question is this. Will you publicly denounce ISIS, ISIL, yes or no?
How the hell can you read that? I can't read that over there. To me, it's down on the film strip. It's down on the film strip where all of us are, no?
Nope, it's right in the middle of my screen. So maybe that's why when you blow it up onto your screen, it goes blurry for me. Try it now, and I'll tell you whether or not that's it.
There, I just made it big.
No, it didn't do anything on my end. It still read it.
No.
You can still read it.
Mm-hmm.
So when I click it now is when the audience can see it full once it tapes.
Okay.
So I was watching this video the other day. I don't know how I came across it or whatever. It came through, let's just say it came through Facebook. Oh, Steven Crowder had it, I believe. Yep. So this guy, he does things like this. He's a Muslim guy, and he's got his YouTube channel with a few of his friends, and they go out and they pull pranks or do whatever. So they thought, hey, would you let your daughter date a Muslim. So he comes and he sits down, he's making chat with her or whatever, and he gets the phone number. He says, so she goes, oh, yeah, put your phone number in mine and blah, blah, blah. I forget how it ended, but right at the end, he realizes, confesses that he's Muslim, and then she freaks out and goes, no, take your phone number out of the phone. Well, if you could see her clearly, I'm going to guess she's a Jew. I'm going to guess she's Jewish. So right there.
That was kind of racist for half a second there.
She's being honest.
She's obviously a Jew because she says
obviously
she would
What's that, Sierra?
It's just like she has to be a Jew because she's not dating a Muslim. Like we can't date Muslims because.
No, she's got pitch black hair. So and she's in New York. So if you're not a Muslim and you got pitch black hair, not in Boston, but you're in New York, you'd probably be a Jew. Amy, you know the East Coast better than that.
Okay, generalize
right?
It had nothing to do with her going, I'm verklempt. It had nothing to do with that.
What's a klempt?
Verklempt. They say I'm verklempt.
A what?
I'm verklempt.
Jim doesn't know words. You're going to have to explain it to him.
I don't. I mean, you went and used some weird word earlier that was.
It's a Jewish word. They say I'm verklempt. That means like I'm
verklempt.
I'm like, oh.
Why are you always being so racist, Jimmy? Jimmy's so racist.
I'm going to guess that that's why she was so absolutely adamant. No. And I think he probably, I don't know. So anyways, my question for this guy that I posted on his thing was, hey, I got a question for you. You know, you're offended that she wouldn't want to date a Muslim or call you or have your phone number. Are you willing to denounce these 4 things? Yes or no? I don't think that he would denounce them on air.
Of course he wouldn't.
So...
if he did that, then he would open himself up. Most of them are as far as denouncing that stuff. They're cowards here in America because they don't want to be, shamed.
Right. Right. All right. So last little segment here.
Now where did Brett go?
Oh, Brett's trying to go to the bathroom.
Way too much information, James.
I'm going to guarantee it. All right, so let's jump in. I only have a couple of things here on the lighter side.
You're so juvenile, James.
I know. Do you know that that's actually, yeah. All right, so let's take her off. Never mind, it's so self-explanatory, it's a baby.
Oh, yeah, I thought you meant the picture. Or
yeah. Below is a list of ways to win an argument with a woman. You think?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I believe that's true.
By the time you've kind of figured it out.
I believe that's true. Can you guys see the bottom of that? No, because we're in the way.
Yep. Also true.
Yeah, if you have $20 and your wife has $5, she has $25.
That's
my boyfriend and I have come to the realization, or he's come to the realization that he reports all of his finances to me. We're not even living together or anything, but he tells me, okay, I made $100 or whatever.
Oh no. Let's rephrase that as somebody who is older and wiser. Let's rephrase what you just said. I told my boyfriend he needs to report to me what he makes. He tells me that he makes it.
Wait, and I'm gonna be the other side of this. Sierra said he makes how much? What is it?
He works at the family business, but he makes like $100 a week.
150.
Yeah, that's right.
Because he gets paid in cash. And
he's making Jim's right. He's making 150.
He's only telling you.
You think he makes 100.
Well, no, we've got this thing where we tell each other how much we make, and we kind of add it together. Like we're trying to get like a 17 right now with a really good scope on it, so he can go bunny bopping.
Ooh.
So,
yeah.
so we kind of tell each other how much we have, and then we say, okay, I'll go half on this, I'll go half on this, or I'll buy you, like, I bought him a shotgun. Well, I bought me a shotgun, but he uses it.
That is awesome. Yep, the shotgun, that deserved a little.
So, and we've been buying AR parts for our AR-15. So, I mean, we kind of...
You guys are one sexy couple, Amy.
I was gonna say, you have to make sure who's getting what when you know, if you
right.
Give him the give him the shotgun.
Amy, can you tell me some sexy gun stories? I want sexy gun stories right now.
Sexy gun stories.
Well, didn't you just finish? How can you be ready already?
Yo, when you start talking guns, man, it's just right back. Boom, we're right back in.
I like the long, smooth handle of the 357 Magnum. The way it hangs heavy when I cup it with my hands.
We are so going to hell.
Family entertainment.
Is the show over yet? just saying. It might need to be. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
I was describing a weapon. Well, I'm not sure what you perverted minds.
The FCC's calling. We actually went over. We did the dildo story. Now we're doing the guns.
Wait a minute. Yeah, hold it.
We've gone over our disgusting shit amount.
Hold the presses. Okay, you guys see the story? Cops arrest. Wait a minute. Cops arrest. Oh, come on. Let me scroll back down there. Cops arrest woman 57 for battering her female domestic partner with a dildo.
Oh, no.
Well, she's 57. She wasn't going to do it with her fist. She had to take something.
You can't get away from someone whipping a dildo at you? I'm like, what?
Oh. How long was it? How big was it? And who was it? I'm just curious.
Let's see here. It says
I know I shouldn't be.
After the women tussled over possession of a dress, the officer said 47-year-old Caperna Ridley.
Oh, no.
Were they in public? Did she just have that in her
intentionally shoved a dildo in the victim's face and grabbed her arm while arguing.
Hey, just to back this up with a horrible statement, you know what? All this conversation.
What?
Jesus just rolled in his grave.
Don't those things all have names?
They do. It was probably like the Annihilator or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Long silver or something.
I'm actually disappointed.
Oh, wait a minute. That's Clarence Thomas, right?
How did you know to ask that?
Ask what? The names?
Don't they all have names?
Well, I was watching Family Feud last week, and one of the questions was, what does a man name his, or something like that, or whatever. And it's like men name their Johnson, name their, I don't know.
Let's go shopping. Okay, let's go shopping. Oh, you will be the Annihilator XXX dildo, squirting realistic, beginner's dildo, basically your blue dildo, Doc Johnson the Kong.
Do they have Benoit balls in there? I feel like I should
not be enjoying the sucker while you're stating this, so I'm going to put it
Kung Vac U-Lock.
Oh, jeez. And these are all real names.
Just Google dildo and go into shopping. Vixen.
You're like on a list somewhere.
Well,
Thomas.
The picture that I'm getting ready to show. She's halfway there now.
Are you sucking on a lollipop?
Yes.
Never mind.
Feel real vibrating dildo. You can go with that one.
That's not a dildo. That's a vibrator.
Dick and Derek. Deep Dick and Derek is the name of one.
Oh,
Ejaculating Eric.
We just deteriorated into a live streaming. I don't even want to know.
I feel like real time with Bill Maher right now.
Yeah,
I know.
Howard Stern.
There are names to these things.
So
if it was the Annihilator, I would have to agree that.
We're going to take a commercial break until these girls can walk again. We'll be right back.
Did you see that? No, the Annihilator looked like a baseball bat. Like I would be afraid of that thing.
That's what I'm saying.
That's not for personal pleasure. That's for home defense, because ain't nobody's gonna come back when they've been beat in the face with a dildo. Are you kidding me?
Brett. They both have these up on their screens.
No, I don't.
And Brett's playing right now.
I have a picture of it on my phone because I've seen it on Facebook. So obviously I had to save it for some random miscellaneous situations.
No. Brett's in tears right now. I'm doing my last show ever if my wife watches this.
I know, right? That's it. We're done. We're done. Hey, last episode of the blast. Good night.
We're done.
I'm just phrasing. Hey, join us next week when we'll talk about never mind.
Fleshlights.
That's what I was gonna say.
Flashlights.
The flashlights. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh lordy.
So first you take your flashlight and let me show you how to use this. This is gonna be great. Gentlemen, you can actually get the satisfaction you need when your lady's not around.
Gay voice is so funny.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Now, do they call them gay boys or twinks?
When did Richard Simmons join the podcast?
Yeah. Oh, that's it. I should just reach out. I should take the last 10 minutes of this show and do a little highlight part and send it to Richard Simmons, and maybe he'll come on the show.
Can someone please play Jitterbug by Wham right now? Because I feel like that's exactly what this segment needs.
Yeah.
Wake us up before we go.
Hey, by the way, Sierra, I want to give you double middle fingers because that will be running through my head now for the next 24 hours. Because it's already playing. Oh my! You are horrible. That was the worst thing you could have. Oh my gosh! You could have told me you killed children, and I would have been like, "Oh well, that sucks." But no, that will stick with me. Oh my! It literally is playing in my head.
I hope you honed that while you're trying to sleep tonight.
Oh my word! Oh no! I'm taking the headset off. Doing that. No, my God. And Amy's dancing, and oh my word. Hold on.
Jim, I need you to lip sync right now.
Make me up before you go.
I always said eventually I'm going to cut my penis off in front of a public audience. So tonight's tonight. That's it. Where's
Sorry,
my
I couldn't help it. I couldn't help it. Now you get the visual even.
Hold on. George Michael.
Michael.
Oh my God. Oh my God. George. Ah, George.
Gross.
Oh, George, thanks.
You have to remember, I'm still little. Stop it.
Oh
my mom would kill each and every one of you if she watched my shows.
Honestly, I don't even know your mother.
It did deteriorate pretty quickly tonight.
I don't even know your mother, but I heard her voice in my head saying, "I will kill you."
My mom does not listen to any of my radio shows. She does not watch them. And it's probably a good thing.
Do you know
especially right now.
Do you know the conversation I had with my mom? Because I've had a friend request from her on Facebook now for like 7 years, and I told her, I said, "Mom, I will never friend you." Why? Because I just don't want to offend you, and you will be offended if you're getting stuff from me on your page. Trust me, all your friends will leave you. So let's just leave it alone. We can private message each other. We can communicate that way on Facebook. But let's not go the whole distance. It's probably best for you.
That was my mom's. I got my Facebook after I turned 18. That was the stipulation. So I was like, okay, whatever. There was nobody I actually wanted to be in contact in high school with anyway, so it didn't bug me. But my mom's thing is I have to be your friend on Facebook. I have to see what you're doing. What she didn't know was that you can set up your privacy settings to say all except this person. But unfortunately, I did not know that either. So I found a lot of funny shit that I could not share or was on the verge of sharing before I remembered that my mother could see. And my mom and I are both the same. Like, you would be having the same conversation right now if you were talking to my mom. But maybe not on the internet when everybody can see it. So
not a public display of debauchery. I get it.
Yeah, no. Well, oh God, you see our conversations. We'd either be a sitcom or we would be committed.
Oh, well,
anybody else?
Actually,
we'd be a sitcom in a committed.
I love it. The mother and the daughter they're committed in the same facility. Oh, it writes itself, ladies. It writes itself.
Oh my goodness.
Hey,
I'm sure Jim would like to speak now.
No, I'm eating licorice, but I was just thinking, and I witnessed a miracle the other day. And I was telling Brett about this before. I'm just going to show you. It's a true freaking miracle. Aww. Can you guys see that picture? Whoops, yeah. Where's it at? Okay, so we had a squirrel, and so when I was coming by, so I made this little food box for him, and then my Siberian Husky, Sugar, somehow, I don't know how she did it, Lisa sent me a picture from work, and she got up there and she killed the squirrel. And it was laying down there, and then Sugar, when she took a picture of the squirrel, Sugar was hiding under the bushes, and all you could really see was like her eyes and her paws sticking out like that. And I was really sad and everything. And a miracle happened, and the squirrel came back to life. And it's been out there.
Are you sure it was dead, or it just didn't was playing possum, or?
No, it was definitely dead. But it's been back out
there.
You
know, those acting squirrels. That's their role of choice is the possum.
I would. If you're confronted with this gigantic beast who looks like it's about to eat you, would you not pretend to be dead as well?
I do every time a girl asks me out.
It's the exact same squirrel.
That explains a lot.
I know, right? I'm scared to death.
Yeah.
I'd rather watch George Michael's gyrate on my screen.
Oh, good Lord. Don't even say George Michael again. Wake Me Up Before You Go goes in my head again. Damn you. Oh, man. It's literally playing. It's literally playing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Brett and I talked about this a couple days ago. And then
I was very surprised to find out that you're suggesting that the squirrel came back to life. So do you have
Brett was supposed to say, well, how do you know it came back to life? And I said,
that's what I'm asking.
It's the exact same squirrel.
How do you know? I mean,
because it's the exact same squirrel that I've seen all the time up there.
Right.
You know, a lot of squirrels look alike.
What?
It's just brown, about this big.
What?
It's about that big.
Hey, Jim, we just went through a whole thing of swallowing and dildos and stuff, and you sound like you need to swallow.
Oh, my God. We just can't get away from the topic tonight.
No,
Is it a full moon? I'm not understanding.
Swallow and spit. So then Brett was supposed to say, well, Jim, do you know that all squirrels are brown? And I would be like, what?
No, they're not.
Some squirrels are red, some squirrels are white.
And we have gray ones out here.
Oh, really? My gosh.
You know what, Jim?
You know, they're just blowing the joke to bits.
You blew the joke to bits because you didn't start it right away.
I didn't blow anything.
There you go. This is going to help Brett get out of the Jitterbug song.
Which one is this?
Chameleon.
Oh, Chameleon.
I have to go. I can't stay on this.
This was my childhood. I don't understand. My mom and I would play Pac-Man PlayStation. It brings back really good memory.
So, is
sorry,
that
Brett.
Saying comma, chameleon?
Karma. Like karma's a bitch.
Karma chameleon.
But he comes and goes.
Right.
Okay, now I have to
go. Brett, sorry.
I think my boyfriend's watching this because he's just Snapchatting me disapproving looks.
Oh,
Really?
Wait, what's Slapchat? Oh, Snapchat. Snapchat.
The Slapchat.
Yeah, I'm like, whoa.
I'm sure he would if he could now.
That's that new.
I was gonna say he's Slapchatting, all right.
The new sadomasochist app. You know. Yeah. By the way, the new iPhone actually has a feature where a hand comes out of the screen and goes. Oh, jeez, what the hell?
Oh, no.
Oh my good lord.
Oh no.
Boom, boom, boom. All right, let's end this thing before we go too far.
All right, so let's end this thing.
Oh boy, sounds like that's like a punch drunk. Sorry. And we're gonna turn out the lights now.
Turn out the lights.
Yeah.
The party's over.
Turn out the lights.
The lights.
Hey, it's a fitting end.
Yeah. All right, so I'm stopping the thing. Good night, everybody. Thank you.
I can't fit it into the end, and that's.
That sounds like a personal problem.